Why, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, the Crystal Grail, very much unlike with the Holy Grail, and well, what a fucking story I gotta tell this. And again, this fucking thing is just, yeah, that's really fucking expensive, like, for a cosmetic anyway, 700k. But fuck me if it wasn't that bloody hassle. Also, lag. Yep. So, how exactly did I get my hands on this fancy fucking piece? Yeah, just how? Well, allow me to tell you a little story I have got via, indeed you guessed it, yep, I got it right here. Just position it right. Probably have to zoom in a tiny bit. There we go. So, alright, what I'll do, I'll just quickly get this out of the way. Indeed. So, as far as what this monster is, you may have already seen it. Yes, the level 2 rabbit. However, this is a monster that is not just extremely obnoxiously misleading. Indeed, it just says level 2 and that bit is anything but a level 2 monster. And you know why that is? You know? Well, it's not its, extreme speeds or anything like that. It's not the fact it does an abnormal amount of damage. It's not even the fact that it's like got any complex mechanics in that, because you could pretty much do the dance like you do with Zeliana, and I guess a more complex version of both Grader and Kurtisitsurov, the former of which I've yet to try, but alas. Yeah, it's a cute bunny rabbit indeed. And I'm about to take what is essentially the best in slot gear, like, unless there's a new best in slot range glove kind of thing. No. This is the best you can get. Want to see what makes it so fucking obnoxious? Well, indeed, you're about to see just what makes it so bloody, well, real. Yep, that is one fucking massive bard. And now, you know what I'm going to do here, because this clip's going to take, oh fuck, so long. Yep, 100, and you see how little that impacted. Yeah, if I told you Coral Beast is 2,000, but this Prifddinas fucking rabbit right here, 5,000 hit points, and on top of that, it has got an abnormally large amount of defense that I'm pretty sure, if you can debuff it, it's going to take a long time because it's also got very high melee defense. So, good fucking luck getting it down to a point where you can hit it accurately, because God, you're going to fucking need it. Also, just in case you think, alright, maybe if it's still strong, I could ice barrage it. Nope, it's got some weird mechanic where, you're not able to, like, if you do it, it only lasts for a quarter, so ice barrage lasts for 5 seconds, and fucking bind and the other ice barrage one lasts a pathetic, I think not even 1.8 seconds, 1.2 is some abysmal, truly atrocious. But my god, yeah, let's just fast forward. It's not going to get much better than this, and just for warning ahead of time, the kite method sucks. Like, I'm not even joking here, it's just trash. The reason is that not only is the arena far smaller, like, with Zeliana you've got a lot of room to breathe in, like, even though it doesn't look like it, with that it's like, it's not only far easier to get hit, it's also the fact the fucking rabbit is small as fuck. Like, if you do it too close, you won't be able to really see the corners clicking properly and you end up risking a hit. If you do zoom it out, like I do, either one, end up just constantly keep missing it, or two, you actually click past it, and you end up, like, I'm trying to right click, it's just, nah, it's not working. It's just, holy fuck. So, yeah, very quickly, I give up on that strategy quite quick. And this is what you're going to see for the rest of the fucking video. Like, black in, black out, black in, black out. Well, a bit before I try to see if I can debuff it with Barrow God's Sword or Drying War, but truth be told, both of them were shit, and that couldn't really get any. I think I got 2 hits out of the Barrow's God's Sword and just 1 out of the Drying Warhammer in the entire time. Just 3 debuffs out of, I think, over 20. It's fucking abysmal. I could have maybe brought some of the things like Torture and Primordial Fire Cape to boost the accuracy, but no, it wouldn't have made much difference. Maybe a couple more specs at most, but my god, it's just holy fuck, this piece of shit. It's just, you know, just to say as well, yeah, you may be thinking, I'm playing a bit of fire here, you know, to keep doing the strategy with such low HP, and you'll be right about this. You'll be fucking right. You'll see in a moment, and where indeed I get fatally struck upon by the Prifddinas rabbit itself, which I believe is supposed to be inspired, I forget the British series, and you know, it's something to do with the Holy Grail. Yeah, dead. As I'll slow down this one. Indeed, 430k. Yeah, this is not fucking around. That's actually my most expensive one after, I believe I died a few days ago trying to do the demonic gorilla one. That cost me 410k. Was not happy about that at all on that, but you learn your lesson, eh? Just don't bother that fucking method. Just play the safe one and make sure you're fully healed so you don't get hit. It's just, holy fuck. Alright, so indeed, better just try and experiment what you can, and well, thus begins the very, very long adventure trying to despec this fucker down to the ground and just, holy fuck. I gotta say though, in terms of bosses, this is, I was hoping it'd be easier, like maybe take about 25-30 minutes and that would best up gear a bit. Now, even with that, unfortunately, the Prifddinas rabbit, what is a fucking show called? You recognise if you're into British comedy, dark British comedy specifically in that era. I forget, it's I want to say Crusade, but it's not that. Fuck. I'm tempted to do a Google search for it now and now, but it's a quite classic one, you know, that rabbit seemingly being such an innocent creature ends up fucking devastating multiple Knights of Camelot or something like that. It's, yeah, very much inspired by this one, as you see with the blood marks on that, you know. Quite the vicious fucker indeed, you know, it's just, nah. You know, better just to cheap out and just kind of go in and out constantly, even if it's a fucking hassle. Or just to get a cosmetic, which I don't even know if it works in free to play. Probably it doesn't, and that is a mighty shame, but oh well. It looks kind of fancy anyhow, but it doesn't really quite match my Armado gear at the moment, so hey ho. Alright, so I guess, since there's not much else to talk about, you guessed it, back to the news. Alright, so I guess as far as what's been going on with the service kind of things and that, yes, another famous YouTuber, yes, Mike, and Runescape and all, has been spotted offering to sell rune pouch services to Iron via the updated Last One Standing, which, I mean, I'll be honest, as far as what the general RuneScape community has been like, I don't know. Some people say that they're quite harsh against the YouTubers, saying, oh, they're way too, like, finicky and that, you know. But other people are, like, saying, like, oh, they need to forgive them all the time and that. And I suppose both are true to an extent. You get one side that's just like, no, you know, they're under the belief that if a YouTuber fucks up, they need to be held accountable and that, you know, made an example of. So it's like, don't make the mistake this guy did, and you'll be fine. And then it's just like, they're just glad to get any kind of attention, especially that Snoopy, not Snoop Dogg, I fucking wish, but no, Soldier Boy, and yeah, like, it's interesting with the culture. It's like, you know, you diss celebrities and that till they start giving you actual attention, and then you code up with them. It's like, oh, fucking hell. You know, on the risky manoeuvre of sounding quite controversial indeed, I will say that Americans or Yankees are hypocrites when they come to, you know, being themselves individuals, and then when it comes to like being the big man and all, just doing all the right things. And yeah, when it comes to corporations and that, yeah, that book, like the King Tendency, really outshines. It's like a mentality of, what is it? Yes, a mentality of, you know, I would rather have a system that has a huge imbalance, and I hope to be in that high position someday. That's what everybody wants. And so few people get it. It's like selective process. You know, it's just a special few are almost guaranteed to get it, whereas the rest, yes, if you fucking blind luck and then a huge amount of skill on top of it. You know, if you don't have both, then good fucking luck. You know, because you're certainly never going to get it. But all that social, political, cultural, social views aside, yes, certainly there'll be other YouTubers, no doubt. Actually, no, there actually are, and as I catch up, which not quite this news coming after, but this one, yes. Suspect activity from the Gielinor arena. What do you mean by that? Because you're probably thinking, oh yeah, it's San Casino, we all know that. No. This is an unusual kind of luring kind of scam bit on a big operation, like, you know, not like the protection racket. It's kind of like an organised kind of luring thing, like massive scale. And I don't know how they do it on that, you know. It's something to do with Runelight, where apparently Runelight logs you into certain worlds, and like, say, if you go off and you go back on, sometimes when you log in, it doesn't warn you about it, whereas the vanilla client does say, you know, this world is PvP, you know, but Runelight seems to skip it sometimes. And I don't know, it depends on what things you install. It's funny, it's like not a glitch, just it lets you skip it, but then if people don't realise that, it then kind of comes as dodgy, that kind of thing. So I wonder what the intention behind that is, because it's not like a virus and it's, you know, scans you for, like, you know, your malware kind of data tracking stuff, you know, nothing like that. But it is something that changes things in such a way that could put yourself in danger without you even realising it, kind of thing, you know, which is problematic on a whole different scale, you know. Alright, so yeah, that is... Oh, also, actually, an interesting thing is, yeah, the weapons they use. So, apparently they use rune crossbow, which is kind of a default, you know, like well, I say this because they overwhelm, like, you're probably thinking, oh, what, like a small squad, like maybe 5-10, like really good PKers? Actually, no, it's completely the opposite. It's like, basic people who don't really use much gear all their well interest, like 50k max, but they are in, like, I've heard numbers of over 100. 100! So even if you've got, like, tanky gear, you know, you're not likely to survive any more than 15 seconds max. And then, I don't know if they have maybe a mage or two on the side, and that just to kind of ensure that you're stuck in place. And that, but another one, this is a strange one. Black salamanders. That's a really interesting choice. And I mean, I've got one myself that I never fucking use it because it's like kind of a, you know, jack-all weapon. You know, like, what is it? You know, it's like you do all three styles in one go, but it's not a particularly strong weapon. Just if you want, you know, a weapon that can change from being a melee to a range, or a range to a mage weapon. You know, oh, it's still got the problem. It's a range of mage weapon, but you've got to treat it like a melee weapon. You have to run up to the enemy to do it, so it's kind of, you can't use it for range or anything, you know. That would be quite good, and I just fucking shoot and then, you know, it does that fiery attack and switch to mage if it's that kind of weakness. That would be really cool, but nah, it's not that kind of useful, unfortunately. But hey ho, hey ho. Also, this last 10th and that, the HP is obnoxious, like missing so many times. It's just fucking head-inducing, like headache-inducing. It's like, Jesus Christ. Alright, but anyway, getting back to that other one, yes, so another one of the YouTubers, yes, Theoatrix. Oh boy, so this is the first sort of a bad kind for his, and that, you know, he's been accused of, what's it, you know, kind of playing the, not really, it's safe, but it's lazy in essence, you know, essentially where you, what's it, oh fuck, yeah, you essentially, I think Moplox was also guilty of doing this, like, you know, his top 5-10 list, he just read off the wiki and that, and I'm pretty sure Theoatrix does the same, and that, maybe to a lesser degree, but you still get why you're doing it regardless. And that, he doesn't really come up with the best. Like, a lot of the guys he uses have come out of criticism, because it's like, okay, sure, you know about it, but you can't have tried it. How a lot of your stats aren't even like, you know, in the 90s, never mind 99, so it's like, how can you have that experience to back you up? And that, it's a valid point, you know. I mean, I will say that despite how much I've read into certain bosses, like, you know, like for example, Vorkath. Yeah, by the way, people, if you're using the shield, don't protect from magic. That's for the toxic blowpipe, or when you're meleeing and that. Please don't do that. I thought, okay, you know, I've got a lower weakness to mage. Makes sense. Protect mage. But no, apparently it has a 2 in 3 chance of getting the range in that attack, whereas the mage is only 1 in 3. Therefore, I was getting hit more often than I should have. That probably explains why I was doing so poor at the start. You know, and also a good few, like 50, 80 kills where I was protecting range whilst I was having the melee god sword, which meant I still get hit a decent bit. So, fun times, fun times. But yeah, so he's been caught using a nasty tactic in the form of copyright strikes, which is quite the nasty tactic indeed. It's not a good one to be seen doing and that, and you know, this was all against a parody video, not even like oh, it's like, you know, someone's deliberately copying. No, it's just someone just taking a bit of the piss and that, you know. And he had a bit of a, he had a bit of a sore spot for him, let's just say. So yeah, he abused the YouTube DMCA system, and yeah, not a good look and that, you know. Like, as I say, I'll say Theotrix is interesting, but not a guy who I would really rely on and that, you know, just nah. Boy. But yeah, so that's certainly something that is indeed problematic with the whole fair use kind of thing, and it's just holy fuck. Alright, if I remember correctly, yeah, this is going to be finished very soon. So yeah, we shall be seeing the end of what is, yeah, or no, not quite, but I promise you it's coming quite soon after this over an hour of trying to kill this fucker right here, and it's just holy fuck. Just, my god. Yeah, no, this whole bloody farce. But I suppose probably what I'll do, because there is actually something I want to show off just quickly before I call this video quits and that, and get back to doing some skilling and that, because no doubt I want to try and get this last level out of the way, do the elite Kandan diary, and then the rest of the days I've got, you know, finishing up on the 30th and that, yes, just 4 days from now, yes. You know, finishing up, getting the, well, try Copper Beast luck and that, see if I do well with, you know, Seth Skylar helping me out, and maybe, if I do one more video before the end of this one, it will be with a sigil. And indeed, with that, marks the end of the Prifddinas rabbit. You know, just to quickly add as well, when you do actually successfully kill Prifddinas rabbit in that world, guess what the spawn timer is? 6 hours. 6 whole hours. That is how long it is, like, that is just bonkers. I actually was a bit worried at the start I would have trouble finding one that wasn't killed and that, but no, it's that unpopular, and I can see why. So yeah, you see how I got to this very spot here, and indeed, boy. Suffice to say, I don't think I will be doing this content again, but at least I can say I've done it. First Grandmaster Trio content done, indeed. Also, need to just plonk that out very slightly, thank you. There we go. So yes, that is essentially the content done for here, but I do have one last quick little thing to show off. Though I ought to be quick for this, I should have probably bought a teleport, but fuck it. Yeah. My god. Those rowboats for once are actually useful. Like, if you do that with diamonds or fuck any other one, good fucking luck, you'll be there for ages. And that, but man, got a lot much more active last standing is on Members World, though, partly because of the whole healing and all that, but yeah, I believe, I'm going to try and quickly check this because indeed, as of today, let's see, oh no, I've passed that one. Yeah, so today, indeed, quite popular, what is it? Mahogany Homes, yes, Mahogany Homes has been released today, and I suppose I will do my own kind of uptake in it indeed. Oh, yes, I believe she's a new one, and yes. Looks this guy's also new too as well. Oh. Yeah. Funny that. Yeah, it's right next to the construction one there. Oh boy. So this is the cheaper sort of method for trading construction, but also getting other stuff as well. Quite enjoyable, satisfying indeed. Basically, you're no longer, camping the same place over and over. It's just holy fuck. Oh, yeah, certainly it's going to be quite the journey indeed. Yeah, I'm just curious. Let's see, of course, expert. Alright. Yes, don't worry. Alright, Barbara. Too bad I won't be doing that for quite a long while, so she'll be waiting and that. But anywho, this is indeed my latest adventure in old school RuneScape, and certainly it's going to be quite the fun one indeed, just exploring all the next content. I'm actually thinking, probably when I get back, Demonic Gorillas is on the list, but I'll still need some more practice with them just so I'm not fucking up all the time. And also I've got all sorts of news I've still got to cover, but alas, I shall be getting to the whole skilling and then getting money made so that I can at least go out on a good note, a big bang and all. I will say this though, I'm going to make a prediction here that if I do get a sigil, it's going to be a spectral. And the reason I say that is just, I don't trust my luck to be that great, but spectral's still really good in my opinion. 60 mil and all, it's like, yeah, can't be it. Alright, this is it, so I'll see you guys then, and till then folks, till then.